Good morning, Samantha. I will be swapping cameras in one quick second, so bear with me. Good morning. James here from the Dragon Blogger team. We do have a little stream today. I am running a little late. Should have been on earlier today, but hey, I'm here. Looks like there's a slight delay in the stream today, and that's okay, I guess. As you guys do see, I look a little different today. Totally shaved. I had to clean up. Get it presentable. I was just getting a little scruffy. How's everybody's Saturday starting off to this beautiful holiday weekend? All that good stuff. We got some cool stuff in the carousel to show everyone. We're going to talk about, of course, the first one, OBSBot Tiny PTZ 4K web camera. Now, the OBSBot Tiny PTZ 4K web camera is a nice little AI tracking 2-axis gimbal web camera. And I'm actually using one of those. Hey, thank you. Merch store. So I'm actually using one of the Tiny PTZ 4K web cameras right now. I'm actually using the Tiny 2. It just has a couple extra things that the other one does not have. But it's kind of cool. Now, I do see that there's actually something I did not know about the one I'm just using right now. Is there's actually an update for the Steam Deck Update plugin. That's pretty cool. I didn't even know this. I just learned something, and I'm going to have to mess with that later. That's going to be really, really awesome to know that I can do this with the update in the Steam Deck. I can add stuff to it. So I kind of like that. Live voice control desktop mode. Wow. So the 4K 2-axis, of course. The 2-axis you guys are really going to want to know about is literally it can auto track me pretty much anywhere I go. Of course, I'm in the chair, so we're going to bear with how limited of space I am moving into. Now, there's your one axis, right? What's the other axis? Well, if I stand up, it's going to follow me upwards. Now, that's really cool that it can do that. Of course, it got lost over there in the ceiling and stuff. But if we bring it back to us, you can just be like, hey, I'm down here, dude, down here. It's still, I need to update some stuff, of course, and I'm not using it plugged in properly, and that's because I just quick plugged it in today. But there's some other cool things about it. Like, literally, we can do a couple cool things. First and foremost, we are normal tracking, but if we want, we can do what's called close-up tracking, where it's going to track me a little better. We can do motion tracking with the device. We can do upper body, where it's just going to upper body track me, right? So upper body is kind of cool. Headless, if I want to do headless, it's going to just go down there and track my torso. Of course, we can do lower body, where it's going to drop down even a little lower and track that way. And we got some other really cool things with it and all of that with that. Now, you can change all of that you can do 60 hertz, 50 hertz, white balance, contrast ratios. You can do the zooming. So it can zoom in. If you really want to zoom in, you can definitely zoom in on you. Now, some other really cool things, like I said, zoom up to 4 times. So if I do gesture control, it's now going to zoom in, right? So if I do that gesture again, it will now zoom out. That's really cool. And I can also do it this way if I wanted. Or if I hold my hand like this, it's going to lock the camera so it doesn't track. Now, it'll do that opposite of unlocking it as well. Now, you could also do the remote control, because there is a remote control that you can get separately. So there is a remote control, which I can just do this. You guys can really, if you want to check out the hat. Of course, we're going to lose it a little because it's tracking my face. So to get it to do some of that stuff, we can take off the zone tracking, and then I can zoom in on the hat even more so you guys can see that on hand. Kind of cool. Now, with that, it has a whole bunch of stuff, and we're going to go back out to position 1. We don't want to, track all the way out there and make you all dizzy, right? So, still learning the new one, but the one we're in the carousel, of course, is the Tiny PTZ 4K web camera. It's a beautiful web camera. Definitely has its places in this world to be used. So if you're looking for something like that, definitely check it out. I think you'll be quite impressed with that. Now, of course, like I said, if you need, you can add more in there. There's more softwares and all of that in between with that. Now we're going to be moving over to, I believe, this camera, this system. Of course, there's a couple cameras over here. We're going to be showing you this very cool neck fan that Justin did for us.
So I'm here briefly talking about the Ranvu AI3 portable air conditioner. What you get is a portable neck fan that has AI functionality and it has this green sensor in the back that sits on the back of your neck. It can detect your heart rate, it can detect if you're getting hot or cold, and because it uses 4 like aluminum heat sinks, it pulls in air from the outside, and those heat sinks dramatically cool down the air and then blow that cool air up on your face, on the back of your neck. It also has a heat mode if your back of your neck is getting stiff or it is cold outside. You can use it to heat your neck as well, loosen up those muscles. It is a really fantastic device. It's got an LCD screen on the side here that you could do your controls. It has a mobile phone app where you could set the custom controls, the temperature, the speed of the fan, and you could also have an AI adjust mode. So whether you're going out in the hot sun,
bear
sitting in
with
a
me,
hot
I gotta reach
stadium, you're
over
going on
and
a hot
plug
vacation
something
or a
and plug
trip,
something
and it's
back
going to be
in.
really hot outside, this will dramatically cool down your own personal temperature up to 18 degrees Fahrenheit lower than the air temperature around you. So it can help keep yourself cool in the summer. If you're uncomfortable out in those stadiums, you're out in those crowds, you're in a place where there's no air conditioning, this could be a good way to keep yourself just a little more comfortable, a little more cool, and something you definitely might want to consider.
It's definitely a cool little neck fan right there, and that thing does work with an app, so you can use an app to adjust a whole bunch of other stuff for you. And you might try that, knowing that you can do that with all of those other cool little pieces, right? I mean, I would. I definitely would. Uh, right there. Now I got hiccups, and I don't know why. Up next, of course, is the Amazon Omni 4K Fire TV. With that on hand, my kid is leaving the house, so she's gonna make the door sound really loud and go bang and crash. With that, so I'm gonna actually turn around. This is the Amazon Omni 4K TV. Of course, the carousel didn't swap over, but we can do that like that. If I had the remote control, we could turn it on and start doing some stuff, like checking it out, all the settings and everything you want. This does have 4 HDMI ports. One is an eARC ARC, which means you have two-way pass-through with that. You then have, of course, all of the glory of the Fire Stick built into your TV. That means you have access to every app on the market that you could ever really truly want to have access to. Now, on top of that, you can also do a couple cool things. And first and foremost is you can add a web camera to this so you can video chat with your friends. Now, of course, it does have a built-in microphone. That microphone will allow you to talk to it, so you can actually make this TV do stuff by voice if you want to do that. Now, like I said, you have multiple inputs, so you do have a regular antenna and then the multiple HDMI ports. Then you have your USB port, of course, on top of that. Now, on top, you can go over into settings. The settings will allow you to update it, applications. It'll allow you to do live TV. You can connect up controllers, web cameras, everything and anything you really want with that. And of course, it's got Alexa. So if I say Alexa, home screen, she's not listening to me today because she doesn't listen to me anymore. Alexa, home screen. There you go. It's back to home screen. And that simple, that easy. It's a nice little TV. Works very, very well. And if you have the Amazon Luna controller, you can download the Amazon Luna app and game off of this TV as well. It's just quick and simple little TV that works fundamentally very, very well. It is a Wi-Fi capable, but it also has the accessible of an RJ45, so you can plug it in hardwired. Now, if you get the QLED version, you can have the ambience experience where it plays artwork when you turn the TV off. Great little TV, awesome little price. Definitely recommend. It's a good piece of technology that I have no problems with. Now, next up is a smart plug from Govee. Justin uses this. I use a couple of these. I use mine during Christmas time. But great little piece.
I'm here showcasing the
It's
Govee
going.
Smart Plug
It's
2
going,
pack.
man.
What you get here is
Ugh.
plugs that you can put in the wall that
It's been a
connect
little
to your
better that
phone
I
via
shaved
Bluetooth
and cut
app,
my
and
hair.
you can use your app to turn them on and off or set timers. All you have to do is simply plug it in. You'll see the little blue light on the side. There's a tiny button on the side. You press the button when you're inside the app, and it tells you to, and that's how you pair it with
How's
your
your day going,
Govee app.
Alan?
Real simple. You get 2 in the pack, and they're easy to pair. Once you get set up and you pair it in the app,
Now we're actually showing you the 4-pack. The 4-pack will allow you to have access to 4 different ports or plugs. You can do auto timers where it turns it on and off like a lamp. You can also set up a whole bunch of other functions. You can see when it is accessed, or you can turn it off by your phone or through the app. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. I'm in such a blah mood. I don't know what it is. I'm just like meh. Everything's meh to me today. Just meh. I don't know what it is right now. It's just one of those days. You wake up, you're stumbling. It's like, yeah. Well, I'm totally good. We'll get through it. Dude, I agree with you, Alan. I had to go to the store, and it is sticky outside. It's sticky. It's so bad that I got 2 ACs on in my 4th floor apartment going right now. And I normally leave them about 73. I just dropped this one down to about 69 because it's just, nope. It's not going to happen for me today. We're going to show everyone this very, very cool Lamicall phone holder. Justin did this. This is a cool kind of little phone holder for your desk. I enjoy this.
This is a very thick
How's Sai doing?
gooseneck, and it's really stiff. It's not going to move. It's not going to be soft. Once you set your device in the right position, it's going to stay in place and it's going to stay fixed. It has a nice rubber protective seal around the part where you unscrew to raise and lower.
I have to make time to do a whole bunch of products.
Thickness.
I'm not.
And I like that they put the silicone over it because it prevents
I have so
you from
much
having
product
friction on
stacked
your
here. It's
hands
crazy.
and pinching your skin. You could just simply raise it and lower it and tighten it on your desk as tight as you need to go. And then the clamp itself is unique too. Now, it won't go large enough to fit a tablet. This is designed for phones only, so just note that. But you can see it has this silicone kind of like rubber area back here to prevent your phone from sliding too far back. It's got these rubberized grooves right here so that your phone, even with a case on, can fit into those rubberized grooves. And
how's everybody celebrating the holiday this weekend?
Type pull back here. So you would just simply slide your phone in, line it up with
next
grooves,
days, I should
and
say.
the clamp is really, really sturdy. Your phone's not going to fall out. And the cool thing is you could rotate it for your phone to be in vertical mode or horizontal mode, however you need to. So if you like to, take selfie photos, do vlogging, this clamp is perfect.
Great little thing for your desk. You might enjoy that. But hey, I have a better one for you. I don't know if you guys are like me, but I wirelessly charge most of my devices from all 3. Yes, that's right, guys. All three phones that I use daily, all wirelessly charge. My earbuds and all of that, all wirelessly charge. Now, I use this triple pack right here, this triple wireless charger right there. I love this little thing. But I actually needed a different one that worked out a little bit better. We're going to show every one of that. Going to fireworks. Oh, nice. My wife is going to her sister's house for a little barbecue get together tonight. I think they're all gonna be doing fireworks, and I think it's catered by a barbecue joint. So that's what's going on there. Technically, I'm supposed to be on vacation this weekend, but signals got crossed, and I'm scheduled for a stream today and tomorrow. So here I am. So I'm just doing my thing. But now back to the wireless charging. I love wireless charging, and I actually got the honor of doing Tozo's W1. You might like this little thing. This is a cool little wireless charger. It's just a simple.
James here saying we're taking a look at the Tozo W1.
Now this does look like a coaster, so I will warn you: when you put it down to use it to wirelessly charge your phones or other devices, make sure that you have your guest know what it is. You don't want them setting, an ice cold glass of something on there and the condensation get on it and ruin it, because it is your charger. Now it does look like a coaster. It looks like a glass coaster that you would set your phone on. Now it does come with the USB-C to USB cable. You will need the wall port. Now the wall port is what's going to allow you to have that 10 watts of charging. It does do 10 watts of charging for wireless charging. Now right there, that is the color, what it looks like. It looks like just a coaster for a glass. Now on the back is the blue coloration. It does come in a couple different colorations, but you're really not going to see the coloration unless the glass is changed. On the top one of this is black. Now there are two lights on the top of this. They will indicate different colorations for different patterns. It'll be green, ready for go. It'll be blue for charging, and red for error, of course. With that, now errors, it just means pretty much your device does not accept it, or you're not getting enough power through the USB device that you're plugged into. So do remember some of those with that connectabilities and all of that. Peel off the plastic, just connect it up and start tapping and going and charging. I love the wireless charge. It saves me a lot of hassle. Also means I don't have to worry about breaking my ports off, connecting up cables all the time, because I have to charge these so much by what I'm doing. Right there, just simple wireless charge. Pull it off. You'll see the lights go from blue to green right there. Connect it back up. We'll see the Apple phone plug in, start wireless charging. With that, of course, you guys are seeing that camera flash because it's wanting to facial recognize me on there. And there's where you're going to see the earbuds, of course, as well. Wireless charging saves a lot of time, a lot of hassle with plugs. Now, some are faster than the others. Some may not charge super fast. This one does about 10 watts of power, so it's going to charge your phone decently well. It's not going to give you that 18 watts of power like some of them out there, but it's a great piece. Works well, fundamentally just perfect. I have no quarrels with this. I think it's a good placement for a wireless charging disc. And I guess if you really wanted to, instead of wireless charging, you can use it as a coaster. That's up to you. I mean, I wouldn't do that, but hey, I'm not going to judge you for that one. Good little piece right there. I tell you, a very, very phenomenal little piece. Now, yeah, I forgot about this. So, I know a lot of the regulars have seen me do the Solensis E7s. And I've done a couple different versions from other brands. They are all logoed E7. Well, Solensi sent me their Pro version, and that's what we're going to show everyone now. James here, and today we're taking a look at the Solensi's E7 Pros noise canceling headphones. That's right, the E7 Pros. I do have them on my head, and that's because I was just testing them out before I got to this. Now inside this package, you're greeted a 3.5 to 3.5 cable if you want to use it without using Bluetooth connection. Now you'll also be greeted with the charging cable. Now it is a USB to micro USB cable. Wished it was USB-C, but hey, not going to default them for that one. You are then greeted with this headset, which comes in through 4 different colors. I have the black version right here. It does come in blue, green, and a very vibrant purple, of course. Now with this, you have this nice banding that feels great on the head. Now I was actually playing with these for the last 30 minutes or so and having some fun. They feel great on the head. Now the earmuffs are perfect, and of course you can swivel it and adjust it like this. Now, with this, you do have some buttons, of course, a 3.5 plug. You have your Bluetooth button, your power to shut it off. If I just slide it over, it is now off. If I slide it all the way to the opposite side, it is in noise canceling active. So it does have an active noise canceling button. Now, I'm going to tell you, when you put these over your ears, it really does automatically block out a lot of sound. But the moment you activate that noise canceling, it does a phenomenal, and I mean phenomenal job. Now, these 45mm drivers do produce a great sound quality from a headset in this price range. Now, I always go about a price range to quality. Now, for this headset, I'm not going to give it a solid 10. I just don't do that a lot for headsets. This is not like a solid 10. This is definitely a solid 7.5 to 8. And that is because I know there's a couple others on the market in this price range that actually do a little bit more things at the same price. Like a couple of them have like the 7.1 surround in there. But for what it is, this is a phenomenal headset that is going to quietly surprise you. And that's because the fit, feel, quality of sound, the battery life, and the connectability, because, I mean, it is Bluetooth connectability, it's going to give you about at least 80 feet of distance away from the device you're connected to. And that is a top-notch thing. If I can get up and walk away from my phone while still hearing my earbuds, that's a good day. That's kind of one of the things. So this actually is just that. And you can use it in multiple devices. Like you can connect it up to your PCs, your phones, your tablets, your laptops. Even the TV behind me has Bluetooth. So you have that Bluetooth connectability to use it pretty much anywhere. Now, with that, you can wear it all day. Don't worry about it. I actually had quite a lot more hands-on time with it besides this video, and they're great. They're a great headset that's gonna quite surprise you with those. Of course, we're going to be moving over to an Anker product, and I know if you have not seen an Anker product, you should. Anker makes some very phenomenal products out there, and they do have some other under companies under them. We're going to show everyone the Anker Nebula Capsule Max. This is a Tater Nate video.
Hey, what is going on, guys?
Don't need
Nathaniel
the
with
sound from this. We can just show you the product and talk about this. This, of course, is the Anker Nebula Capsule Max. This is a beautiful, beautiful little projector that does quite a lot. First and foremost, it's 200 ANSI lumens brightness. Now, this is a 720p projection, so it is native 720p. It can support 1080p input, but it downgrades it to 720p. Now, you're going to get about 4 hours of playtime off a charge on this device. In battery mode, in color saving mode, of course. If you go into the brightness and all of that, it's going to change the battery thing. Now, this is literally the size of a pop can. Yeah, like Alan said, it's the size of a pop can. It's I'm not going to say it's the size of a small pop can, but definitely it's smaller than the tall pop can with that. Now, and it's also not that heavy. It does have an 8-watt speaker that produces a good amount of sound with that. Hey, you won't be disappointed with this. They're very, very awesome. I love them. I really do love them. Now, with this one, of course, you do have the Dolby Digital 8-watt speaker. It's going to give you a good amount of sound. It does have an HDMI port. It does have Android built in. So you have the Android apps built in, so you can do pretty much any movie app that you want, from Netflix, Hulu, to Amazon Prime, to Amazon Live Shopping. If you want to download that, you can do that. The 8.1 will give you access to about 7,000 apps, so you're going to have good access there. Now, with that, it also has, like I said, the HDMI input. It has a USB port, Bluetooth connectability, Wi-Fi connectability, but it is pretty much also like a mini PC. Now, I'm not going to say it's the world's fastest or strongest mini PC, but that's because it's not a mini PC. It's also a projector. You're going to get about 30,000 hours of lamp life, so that's about 6 hours of 6 hours of usage a day for the next 10 years or more with that. Now, the hardware that's built in, you have the octa-core A53 chipset. That's your CPU. You have an Adreno 506 GPU, or your graphics processor. You have 2 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM. You have, I believe this one has 16 gigabytes of hard drive space with that. Now, your Wi-Fi, of course, is an 802.11 B/G/N/AC connectability, which is your 2.4 and 5G. A lot of you are like, why do I need those numbers? You really don't just need to know it's 2.4 and 5G. Of course, I went to school, so I like to blurt it off sometimes. I don't know why. Now, with this, it does have Bluetooth, like I said, but it is Bluetooth 4.2. So the Bluetooth 4.2 does have a dual mode A2DP, which is your connectability, which means you're going to have a nice bandwidth for that. That means if you want to add more sound to this, you can do another Bluetooth speaker, or you can mirror your phone in there and project whatever your phone's seeing onto this device. It will allow for that. That's kind of cool as well. It's going to take about 2.5 hours to fully charge this. Video decode is 1080p at 60 frames per second, but it's going to play it at 720p. Just know that's where you're at with that. Amazing little projectors. Now, we're going to show you an actual mini PC up next. This is one Nate also did, but we don't need to listen to him talk.
Mini PCs are...
we don't. Now, this is, of course, the Kamarui AM06. The AM06 is an AMD Ryzen 5 5500U 6-core 12 teraflop device. Now, this 12 teraflop does up to 4 gigahertz of processing power. Now, this little does have Windows 11 Pro operating system built in. It has 16 gigabytes of DDR4 in here. Now, that 16 gigabytes can be upgraded. So, if you want to upgrade that 16 gigabytes, you can go up to 32 gigabytes of hard drive space with this. So, you can go from 16 to 32. It can be upgraded by taking the back panel off. Now, it also has a 512 gigabyte M.2, but you can actually add a 2 terabyte into this as long as the speeds go up to about 1900 megabytes per second. So you can't go over a certain amount. Now, this does have RJ45 connectability. It is a dual network port. That dual network port is going to allow 1 gigabyte of speed. That's right, 1 gigabyte of transfer rates. It does have Bluetooth connectability, so the Bluetooth is a 4.2. And this also has your dual band Wi-Fi, so you have your 5G and your 2.4 standard connectability with them. Now, with this, you also have a couple other pieces like your HDMI ports. So you do have one HDMI port, one DP port. You also have a USB-C. That USB-C, is, of course, is your audio. You then have 2 USB 3.0s all on the back side. On the front side, you have an audio 3.5. You also have 2 more USB 3.0s and a Type-C port. That front Type-C port can technically be a third monitor connectability. You could technically use 3 monitors off of this PC at the same time. Now, this little mini PC, of course, is literally under 2 pounds. It's like about 2 pounds. That's a really cool thing, to have the usability of a little mini PC like that can be pretty much connected anywhere, torn apart, and upgraded. Hey, good little piece right there. Or maybe you need a chainsaw to cut down those bushes that's blocking your window from the fireworks tonight. We're going to show you that up next.
Hey guys, Bradley here at Dragon Blogger Technology Entertainment. Today we're going to be checking out a pole saw by Emblem Live. Here it comes with a quick start guide, the user manual, and as you can see, a whole bunch of other stuff. So let's go ahead and dive into the bag. So it comes with screws, a blade sharpener, a screwdriver, a 1-inch brush, a guard for the blade, and a small little socket wrench. Then we have our 21 volt VMAX battery. It clips in just like any other power tool. You have your on button there. It'll show your battery life whenever it's plugged into the saw. Here you can see the charger port. It does come with a charger, which is right here. We have some safety glasses, which I think is really nice that they put that in there. It shows that the brand cares about their customers' safety. Then we have a handle for the saw, which will attach with those screws we saw earlier. We have a shoulder harness. Let's see if I can go ahead and get this open. It has extra padding there, which is nice. Now we have the saw. The little black circle you see there above the trigger is going to be your safety switch. You have to press that in before you can pull the trigger. It has an 8-inch blade. The black circle with the screw is going to be your blade tensioner. Let's put that back. Check out the pole. So to attach the saw, all you have to do is attach it like you would the battery. It just slides right in place. Then the black circles on each sides, while being pressed down at the same time, will allow you to rotate the end and get almost any angle you want with the saw.
Hey, what's up, Phil? How you doing, buddy?
Then there's 2 clamps on the side. All you do is pop it
happy
open,
4th of July
and the
weekend,
pole will
man.
slide and extend.
Technically, I
It
was
can
supposed to be on
extend from
vacation.
6.2 feet all the way up
I
to
think some
10.6
signals got
feet.
crossed.
Then we have the handle end of the pole. It has foam padding right above the handle. And same concept, you can't pull the trigger down unless you push in that safety switch, which again is on the left hand side right there. You have a lock and unlock button here, which you have to hold it in the unlock position and then rotate the pole, and you can rotate it all the way around, and your battery will slide in the bottom.
Since I know they're around.
Before we go out and test the saw, I'm going to take off the lid to the oil reservoir, put some chain oil in it, put the lid back on, and push that rubber button in a few times to get it filled up. Put our screws in our handle, make sure we have a charged battery, and then we'll test it out.
So just like that, you have a chainsaw with a pole that's swivelable, adjustable, and movable anywhere you like if you need. Now we're going to be moving over to a canister vacuum. That's right from Asperion. Yeah, I'm not going to pronounce names today.
Hey guys, Briley with Dragon Blogger Technology and Entertainment, and today we're going to be checking out the Asperion Canister Vacuum Cleaner. It is a 1200 watt lightweight bagless vacuum cleaner. It's compact, which means it'll be easy to maneuver and store. You can clean almost any surface.
Now with this, you already have the bagless canister. It does have the hose, and it does have this very cool telescopic bar. Now the telescopic bar is going to give you that nice long straight length connectability, but it also telescopes out so it's even longer. That means you can connect up to the floor piece and use it as a floor vacuum because it does have the floor movable ending. Now with this, you do have a couple filters in this. So you do have a couple different HEPA filters built into this device. There's the telescoping pipe right here that pops out, slides out, and extendable. That's kind of cool to have that. Now, with this, it's also got something else really cool about it. The cord is retractable. So the cord on the back of this will retract, and by one push of a button will retract itself back into the device. And that is actually quite handy because I know most people are like me, don't want to bend over and have to rewind it back up on something that's small. Now, back here is where you'll see the two buttons. First and foremost is your power. There's your cord right there. You'll press that button and it will track itself back in to the end just by press of a button. Now, on the opposite side, you'll find your power button. You can just step on it or press it with your hand. You'll also find the adjustment for the speed, minimum to maximum, to adjust the amount of suction that you want to use with this device. Now that third orange button at the very back is where you'll pop out the filter. So there is a filter back there for the air. And that is what you can actually swap out, clean, and change over. Now on the front, you have this very large canister to hold your debris. Now when you pop that open, you'll also be greeted with another HEPA filter on the front of that as well. And that's nice to be able to do with that, to actually just, have all those filters. So you don't have to worry about the dust coming back into your house while you're cleaning on hand. That's a great little piece. Now, of course, he's going to sit here and try to clean up a little bit of cereal. He's a little scared. His girlfriend or wife may be a little timid about him dumping out a whole box of rice like I like to do, or the salt Nate does. We do some weird stuff around here. But just like that, you're up, you're vacuuming, you're cleaning, and you're on the go. Gwen, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Now we're going to be moving over to some Govee lighting. Govee, that's right, some Govee lighting.
Hey everyone, Nikita with Dragon Blogger here to show you guys something really awesome. This is the Govee neon rope lights. These are RGBIC lights that are 16.4 feet long LED strips that I have customized under my little gaming desk here. I absolutely love
Yeah,
how
Phil, I'm
this
running
app
late
is set
today.
up. This is the Govee Home app, which you're going to need to use the app to its fullest extent. You can use it
Alright, Phil,
just
you
straight
take
out the
over, buddy.
box. It does have some really cool customizable features, but you get the full utility from the actual app itself. You know, you're able to choose so many different lighting options, which I'm going to cycle through a couple here and tell you. There is a control panel that I have installed under my desk next to the lights, which you can't see, but it's just there so in case I don't have the app, I can just pull up some custom settings. But here you can see that there are so many different
Mine
menu
sounds a little.
options that you can choose from of just
You sure?
preset lights. Not only that, but the list goes on and on. So here's just one
Should
set
be.
of lists. Here's another set of different, you know, light settings that you can choose from, and they go on and on. There's even a DIY function that you can set up and
Mic check, mic
customize
check.
on your own, and there's other color and music settings.
How
The
about
music
now?
setting is my favorite
Is that
because
better?
it will strobe to the beat of whatever music is going on around with the ambient sound, which I think is really cool. So if you are looking for a really awesome comprehensive set of
I've done
RGBIC
nothing
lights
to
that
this,
you can use
so
to
I
decorate your
don't
room
know.
to make it look absolutely fantastic and pop in a way that no other room will pop, then Govee
It's
has
like
definitely got you
peaking on
covered
my
with
software.
their Govee neon rope lights. These things are just beautiful
Like
and
it's in the
fantastic.
red on my software, so I'm not sure. So Govee, guys, Govee makes a phenomenal lighting. Honestly, very well done lighting sets. I use them behind me. Are just great little pieces. If anybody else is having sounds with my sound, let me know. Phil says my sound is really low. I'm not really sure why it's low. It shouldn't be low whatsoever. I'm not really sure about it, so let me know. Let me know. I mean, I could turn it up slightly more. I don't want to go too far with it, but hey, if Phil says it's low, it might be low. We had this problem the other day where everybody said one thing was too low, the other was too loud, and then the opposite at the same time. Can't please everybody. Or we just tell Phil, leave me alone, buddy. Oh, all right. Let's show everyone a pool cleaner.
My name is Demetrius, and today we are going to be talking about an awesome pool vacuum made by yours truly, Vapor. So of course it comes with
Now,
a user
this
manual.
video is really low, and I don't understand why. So I don't like playing the sound of this one. With this is the Apier Seagull. This is a pool cleaner. Right here. Yeah, dude, are you still having that much problems? Yeah, please chime in. Hey, hold on. Let me see some. Rachel, wifey. I will ask my wife to turn the stream on and see if she's having the same issue. Go turn the stream on your phone. Tell me if if you can hear me fine or not. So having my wife check. She can check it from the other room from another stream or something like that. Now the Apier Seagull is a great little pool cleaner for everyone. Of course, this is just a great little piece. Now you're going to get about 110 minutes of runtime off of this. It's going to take about 2.5 hours to fully charge. You're going to get about 1,300 square foot of cleaning capability with that, of course. That's actually a great little size of a pool. So what's that mean is by size of pool, it's about a 60-foot by 22-foot pool is 1,300 square feet, or 40 inch diameter round with that. So you can hear me fine?
Yeah.
She has no problems, buddy. No problems hearing me on her phone. So it's you. Reboot your phone. Check your device. Just gonna say it. Yeah, she just had her phone here, and it was actually sounded okay. So there's the stalker right there. She wasn't stalking me today. Now with this pool cleaner does something that the others don't do, and that is it actually climbs a wall. It will climb the walls of the pool. Reboot the yeah, something like that. Solar panels too. You can reboot your solar panels. Down with that, right? Which ones? I have so many. It's scary. I'm scared right now, Phil. I have way too much product on hand. Now with this, like I said, it will climb the pools and clean the pool walls. Has a nice big scrub brush. Has a filter built in. You can clean that filter out. It does come with the power adapter, retrieval hook, user manual, brushes, rotary tools, and all of that routine. Now the LED indications will tell you if it's 90%, 50 to 90%, 10 to 50%, or 10 and under percent battery charge. That's right. Now, it will actually indicate if the wall is a flat wall, and it will actually stop itself and then zigzag back around with this on hand. He's just popping it open and showing you that with that also. Yeah. I don't know. That's possible too. Christy, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Now with this, we're going to be moving over where we actually sink in the pool. There you go. It's actually cleaning this around. Just right there. He's cleaning. And of course, you guys get the doggo on hand. There it is, climbing the wall slightly and then cleaning and cleaning. If you need a pool cleaner, hey, might be an option for you. We're going to jump over the next pool cleaner. The next pool cleaner, of course, is just from Apier. It's a handheld style. It's not a robot vacuum cleaning style. It is a handheld cleaner. It's just an option in there for everyone if you need a little cleaner, maybe for like your hot tub or something. Now,
V8 Mate is a cordless vacuum that weighs under 2 pounds and offers up to 30 minutes of runtime. It's easy to unlock and open to dump out debris, and it's easy to take the filter off to clean it, wash it, or replace it. You can put the filter back on and lock it into place super easy. It features an 80,000 RPM brushless motor and 12 kilopascals of suction. It's USB-C charged and really just a great option to take with you in the car or truck, or even just use it at home.
For those of you that just saw the video, I do apologize. That video was crazy loud. Oh, that actually hurt my ear, man. For those of you that don't know it, when I stream like this, I actually have this earbud in for playback sound of the videos. That video was so loud, that was like, caught me off guard. That is, of course, the Fantech V8. Great little cordless vacuum for you. Yeah, I definitely agree. That video is much louder. And I can tell you right now, Phil, there are a few of us that record louder than the others on the team. Next up is another Fantech product. This is the E1 Max screwdriver.
Yo, what's going on, my friends? Nate with Dragon Blogger Tech and Entertainment. Today we're going to be talking about this Fantech Nex E1 Max electric precision screwdriver set. This thing is going to be so handy and so useful for people that work on computers or just anything along those lines. So just taking a look at the branding and everything going on it, you have this really nice kind of like space gray aluminum casing on this. Now you might be asking yourself, well, where is the screwdriver and where is everything else? But just taking a look at the design, you can see that it's actually going to be right up here on front. So the way this is basically going to work is you are just going to press down right up here on top of the housing. So whenever we press down, you're going to see that it releases not only the actual screw.
All right, we can talk about this. It's going to pull out the electric screwdriver. That electric screwdriver does have multi-torque settings, also has a flashlight setting. It is rechargeable with the USB-C port. Now, with that, you can actually use this for about 400 screws. That means it's going to save your hand a lot of hassle when tearing apart electronics, server racks, laptop PCs, even your Xboxes or PlayStations. And for those of you with kids, I did not just tell you to tear apart your Xbox. Now, if you have an old VHS, maybe you can tear apart that and learn something about that. Don't destroy your Xbox. It's not worth it, all right? Now, with this device, of course, like I said, it has the lighting on the front, so you do have the LED lighting. It does do forward and reversing onto that. Now, with some other very cool stuff, you pop it open and you're greeted with all these bits on hand. Now, you not only have the bits, You have, of course, tweezers, pry tool, and everything else in here to tear apart, even your phones if you need the tweezers and pry tool. Now, the tweezers are really good for like your ribbon cables on your small electronics, so you do have the tweezers to do that. Now, something about B-roll happening, send breakfast order. Yeah, breakfast would be great. What are you making? All right, no problem. No problem. I see how it is. He talks about food and then just up and leaves. He's fired. We're no longer talking to Phil. With that, it's a great little screwdriver. Recharge it on the go. I use a couple of them over here from Fantech. Have no problems with it at all. Next up, of course, is from Hoto. Hoto. This is a rechargeable flashlight that has 1,000 lumens brightness. That's right, 1,000 lumens brightness in this little package. Now, this is the little flashlight. It does have this very cool little clipped in. That clipped in will mean you can clip it to a belt loop, backpack, or anything else. Maybe you hang it from the inside of your tent. You pull this open, and you'll be greeted with the USB-C port, 2 charges. It's going to take maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours to fully charge this, and you'll get about 24 hours of usage time on this device. Now, this device does a couple cool things. First and foremost, it has flashing lights. Second, it has SOS lights. Those are good for grabbing attention of people if you are lost or stranded. It will send that out there. You then have 3 levels of brightness. You have level 1, level 2, and level 3. Now, with this, you have what's called floodlight style, or if you zoom it in, you have spotlight. So it is adjustable, can zoom in and spotlight to whatever you want with that. Just to turn it on, brightness, of course, that's low, that's medium, and that is high. If I want, of course, we can also turn on the flashing, do that, or we can do it zoomed in, where it's like the opposite. This is a great piece for you. I liked it so much, I actually got a couple others for the house. Hoto zoomable flashlights. You won't be disappointed with those. We have, I believe, some iPhone chargers that Nate did.
This is going to come with not 1, not 2, but 3 different wall chargers for your iPhone. So we'll go ahead and open this box. Looks like I broke the box. We'll go ahead and get this open just like that. You're going to notice that right here, you're going to have 3 of your cables. We'll go ahead and take a look at that. It seems like these are probably going to be 6-foot cables. Yeah, so they're 6-foot cables. You have your USB-C port to plug into the charging brick, which we'll talk about here in a second, and then you're also going to have your lightning end right here. So 6-foot cables. The cables feel pretty high quality. They kind of have like this coating on them. I don't think they're going to tangle very easily. And then you're going to get 3 individual charging blocks that are USB-C, like I was saying before. These are going to be 20-watt rated, so they're going to charge your iPhone.
So you get 3 20-watt charging capable power bricks with the lightning connections, and they are MFI certified, so they will not slow down the charging on your phones at all. 3-path, 3 different colorations. You'll know whose is whose. You don't have to worry about the kids fighting over, hey, that's my power brick, because you'll know by the coloration. If you're looking for something like that, right there's your option. Now, maybe you have the Pixel 7 phone from Google. Well, we have the crystal clear phone case up next right now.
James here. Today we're taking a look at a phone case from Hummix. This is for the Google Pixel 7 Pro. Guys, this is actually a cool little case. I already have it out for you. It's crystal clear. That's right, it is crystal clear. Now, the cool thing is it is built with their non-yellowing technology.
So it does have their non-yellowing technology. It does have the nice raised bezel edges so you can protect your phone. Now, they do have these cool little air pockets around to drop it, so you are protected up to about 10 feet of droppability on that. And that's actually quite well done. All the buttons are still accessible and easily pressed, so you don't have to worry about it. Your phone fits right in. Now, the one thing I will tell you, though, always make sure you have a nice screen protector on the top in case you want to drop that. Now, if you drop this phone, it's going to protect it to a point. Just like most phones, when you drop them, if a rock hits the front part, you may crack your screen. So always have a nice little screen protector up here to help protect that on top of that. But great little see-through phone case from Hummix for your Pixel 7 Pros. Great little piece, simple little product. Definitely take a look. You won't be disappointed. Now we're going to be looking at the Up Simples 8.5 by 11 picture frames.
Yo, what's up, my friends? Nate, Dragon Blogger Tech and Entertainment. Today, I wanted to showcase to you these 8.5 by 11 frames. So these are going to be really good frames for your diplomas, achievements, just anything along those lines. You can see right here, this is kind of a mock-up, the university of your graduated, whatever that means, but you guys can see that right here. This set is going to come with 5. Now, I wanted to really talk about the quality. First things first, like I said, this is 8.5 by 11, so this isn't really going to be a picture frame because most pictures around this size are going to be 8 by 10. I mean, obviously you could scale it if you wanted to use them as picture frames, but like I said, going back to the quality, you can see that right here you have this nice matte black texture, and honestly I think it feels really nice. They're very high quality. All of the components on the back right here are all metal, so I think that these are all going to hold up really well over time, and you can see that you're able to orient this either in a landscape or a portrait mode. Now, if you want to set this up as just a desk standing display, you can do that with this little arm. You could probably remove that somehow, but if you also want to mount it on your wall, you can see that right there you do have the options to do that. Now, if you do mount it on your wall, you can see that this sits flush, so it's not going to be pushing out up against it. Overall, I just think these are really high quality, so if you need some new display frames for really whatever, I think these might be your best bet.
So right there, simple little piece. Now, of course, maybe you want some jewelry ring holder or jewelry travel holder right here. Mrs. Dragon Blogger shows you an option for this.
Today we're taking a look at this really great travel velvet jewelry box accessory. So if you're traveling a lot and you want to take some of your jewelry with you, having a case like this can be invaluable. If you have a workplace that you need to take rings off or things like that, maybe you're in the medical profession, but a box that can go pretty much anywhere and can even fit in a purse, things like that, backpack. If you travel, having a case is a really good idea. Now this one is the green velvet, and it has that really pretty velvet feel to it. It also has the contrasting tone of your zipper. And then on the inside you have kind of this, kind of not like, here you have interior wise, you have the felt, which is really nice. Now you have your mirror right here. You have a necklace slot or someplace where you can put your brooches, things like that, but you can hang your chains on these hooks, and that's really nice to kind of keep them from tangling and whatnot. I usually just put my chain through it, and then I usually just tuck my pendant here in the box. It also has places for earrings. You have a place for your rings. And then you also have customizable hooks. Here you have customizable tray right here that you can separate just into 2 sections, or you have this where you can pretty much customize it and put it into 4s. That way you can keep different types of pieces of jewelry inside the box where it's nice and safe. Zippers up, no problem.
And just like that, you have a little travel jewelry box for you, and a nice velvet coloration. Now, there are other colors. If the green is not your thing, there are some other colors out there. Now, we're going to be moving over to the Nice Day Under the Desk elliptical that I actually did.
James here, and today we're taking a look at the Nice Day Under.
Now, with this elliptical, you can actually do a couple cool things. First and foremost, it is portable. You can put it put it anywhere you want, under your desk, in front of your couch. That is up to you. If you put it under your desk, you do have a little strap that connects up to your chair, so your computer chair won't roll away while using this. Now, with this, they do give you a bottle of oil to lubricate this every so often, so it keeps it phenomenally rolling with no issues. Now, this does have a little digital display. The little digital display is actually removable and can be put up on your desk if you want, or you can just leave it on the device as well. Now, with that display, it is Bluetooth connectable, so it does connect up to your phone. There is a couple apps that you can also pair up as well with that. That means that you can keep track of how many miles you've actually pedaled or actually walked on this, how fast you are going with it, how long you've done it, calories earned and burned as well on that. Now, you keep track on the device, but it also keep track in the app. Now, there's a second app with this that you can actually challenge other people to like, you know, who can walk. Let's say who can do 7 miles the fastest, or you know, how many days in a row can you keep up. It'll allow you to do all that, challenge each other, and while keeping track. Now, it is a magnetic resistance, so you just slide that bar down 1 through 7 to pick your resistance to wherever you want. Now, on this, of course, you're going to see me sit here and start pedaling with my feet in socks. And I believe we get it all almost up to, it's like 30 miles an hour. So I think it's like 29 point something miles an hour with this. Just having fun with it. Now, of course, you might be able to go a little faster. Of course, this was on the lowest magnetic resistance. You crank that up, and of course, it's going to, you know, slow that down a little with that. Of course, there you guys see it's already up to 28 miles an hour. And you keep going just like that, and it's going to keep going up and up and up. There it is, 29.7, I think, was the final reading of that. So, great little piece. This is good for those of you that are really sedentary or just want to get that blood flowing when you're working at the desk all day. Just a great little option for you. If you're looking for it, nice day. Now we're going to move over to the Yosuda Cardio Climber.
What is up, everyone? Jeff here, and today I'm going to be unboxing, assembling, and using this Yosuda elliptical climber. Let's see what's in the box. And here we have the contents of the box. I was honestly expecting a lot more pieces than this, and everything was very well packaged. I will say it did take me about 15 to 30 minutes to unpackage everything and get it in this state, but once you get it out of the box, there's not that much. Let's put it all together now. I also just wanted to include this real quick. Assembly was super easy, and every single step had its pieces laid out in the assembly instructions, which I thought was super cool. I do recommend 2 people for installation. It just makes it a little bit easier. And while this does come with everything you need to install it, if you have your own set of tools, that can also just help make things a little bit more ergonomically friendly as well. Total install time for me was about 45 minutes to an hour. Now, let's see what it looks like. Now, this is pretty cool. Everything is fully assembled, and there is an awesome digital readout on here that can tell you your heart rate, the time that you're going, the distance, the calories burned, your pace. It's pretty awesome. There are several modes you can also enter. Plus, you can control the overall resistance of the machine with a simple turn of the button. This is excellent. It's nice, compact, and I like it a lot. Thanks for watching.
For you right there, if that's what you're in the market for. Great little climber, of course. Now, we're going to move over to some Nordic 8 shoes. These are actually steel-toed style work boots for you.
What's up, everyone? My name is Demetrius, and today we're going to be talking about these awesome work boots made by Nordic.
We really don't need that, guys. They do come in multiple colorations, of course. They are just that. These are a great work boot. Now, these work boots are waterproof. You don't have to worry about getting wet. And that's actually a nice little piece. Now, they do come in 2 colorations, black or this brown. They are steel-toed. They do come in multiple sizes, anywhere from 6.5 all the way up to a 13-inch. Now, they are 100% leather and waterproof with this. Now, the platform is approximately 1 inch thick, which is your sole. So you do have a 1 inch thick sole at the bottom. So it's going to make you look taller as well. Hey, what could go wrong with that one, right? Now, with this, of course, you have these very durable boots that are actually really, really grippy on the bottom. They have a nice sole pattern that's going to grip on most surfaces, of course, as well. Now, these are an elegant looking shoe. Of course, they are a work boot style. It does come with the nice long laces, of course, in the same coloration and pattern. You're going to be able to use these pretty much anywhere. Outside, you know, even if you're just mowing the lawn, you'll be able to do that. And of course, it's just a great set of boots. I actually have some Nordic 8s that I wear around here quite a lot as well. I actually wore a pair through winter with no problems. So if you're looking, it might be an option. Now we're going to show you these Bruno Marks. I believe this is
these right
video.
Here are the Bruno Mark men's loafer style shoes. I've tested a ton of shoes from Bruno Mark in the past, and these are one of my favorite ones for multiple reasons. First of all, I wanted to give these a little bit of a trial period, I guess you could say, in order to really hone in my opinion on these shoes, and I have to say they're extremely comfortable. So first of all, whenever you get them unboxed, you're actually going to get two different insole types. So these ones are a little bit thicker, and they almost have like a cork design to them. You have your Bruno Mark branding. Now these are slip-on shoes. They do have some decent texture down here at the bottom. They are completely laceless, basically.
Did I see they do have laces? He says they are laceless, but they do have laces. Now, what all that does is just tightens that fabric up top to help grip just a little bit more if you need that. Now, technically, it's just a lot of it's just for looks. Now, it's a nice fabric design, almost like an old school parka or, that little cloth bagging style. Now, it does have that nice corked insole, so it is actually nice and soft inside there. It does have a nice grip. Pretty much just an all well-around style casual slip-on loafer if you're looking for that. Bruno Mark has a nice little option right there. They do come in other colorations and sizes if you need. Now, we're going to be moving over to the actual Nordic 8 boots that I was talking about that I wore all winter. Now, these are the Polar Bears. These Polar Bears are a great little boot. Now, these are the Polar Bear 225s. Now, these Polar Bear 225s are really, really, really grippy boots. Now, they grip well on ice, snow, pretty much all that I needed. Now, these are technically hiking boots. So I'm just going to put it out there. But since they are fully waterproof, I had no problems walking around in New England snow with these boots on. They kept my feet nice and dry. Now, the patterns on the bottom are actually well done and really do grip onto a lot of surfaces. Now, with these boots, they have a lot of support around your ankles and your soles. So it's going to help with twist, so you don't have to twist your ankles with that because they're actually meant for hiking. And that's really nice to have. Now, they call it the Polar Bear design, and that's because the sides kind of look like polar bear paws all the way around it, which is kind of cool with that. Now, it does come in 3 colorations. We have the black version, gray version, and a khaki. Do come in all the way from 6 inches all the way up to 15 inches with that. Now, with this, you definitely, these runs, they say they run smaller. I normally wear 12.5 to a size 13. We did get a size 12, and they fit just fine, no problem. Now, with it, you do have a very well done up, laced up style laces that will strap you in there really, really well. Now, these are considered a TPU constructed midsole, reinforced by the heel with extra TPU, of course, all the way around, which is just a great little piece. If you were looking for a well done hiking boot, this is a really good option for you. Nordic 8 did a good job with these, of course. And they just fit very, very well. Of course, there I am, laced them up just to step in them. Just a great little piece. Of course, I'm in shorts, looking like a fool. Now, maybe you need a little RC boat. Well, we're going to show you the DRC brushless RC boat for pretty much anybody.
Hey everyone, my name is Demetrius, and I'm going to be showing you guys this brushless high-speed RC boat. As you can see, it comes with a manual on the inside.
Now, with this brushless RC boat, it does come with an actual stand, so when you're not using it, you can actually show it off. It does come with the charging cable. It does come with the battery, of course. The battery is a lithium-style battery. Now, like you said, this is a brushless style. What does that mean? Well, the motor is a brushless motor. Now, this, they claim, will do about 30 miles per hour with this. Now, it is a 2.4 gigahertz controller, so you will get a good amount of distance, but you're not going to get, like, the world's farthest distance. You're going to get about, I think it's about 390 feet of distance with the controller. So do stay in a limited area. Now, it does have a low battery alarm alert on this device. Hey, Ed, what's up, buddy? Long time no see. My condolences, by the way. I did see your post this morning. Or was it last night? Days are running real thin for me. Now, with this is a great piece. Now, the brushless motor is going to allow you to run about 15 minutes at a time and approximately 30 miles an hour on a distance. So that's actually really cool to have that. Now, it does have a rubberized front bump out, so you don't have to worry about it bumping on there. Of course, it does have the inner port. That's where you're going to put that. Oh, you will, behind. I think Phil ran off to cook breakfast for the kids. Let's pop this out in the lake. You're going to see this in the lake. There it is, moving along. It actually is flying along across that water. No problem. I was just giving you a heads up. I believe he hopped off to cook some food, and he's not sharing either. Oh, he said he wanted me to send him breakfast. He's recording videos, my bad. Maybe I should read better. That Phil guy. Great little RC boat for everyone. Maybe you want yourself a drone. Well, Nate did the Holystone HS710.
Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Nathaniel with Dragon Blogger Tech and Entertainment, and today I am excited to showcase to you
I actually had one as well. I had one of them. They are super fast in certain waters. Now, I took mine out to the lake. Certain parts of the lake, of course, was a little roughier and choppier. So it did well. Even when it tipped over, it popped right back up. No issues. I did move along quite fast. I did see, though, when the water's a little choppier, of course, it slows down a little. That's because it's hydroplaning over all that. Yeah, and that's the cool part. When it rolls, it comes right back over, so no issues with that. Yeah.
710 drone from Holystone. This thing has a lot of awesome features. Let's go ahead and jump in and get right into it. So the HS710 is a foldable compact.
We don't need his voice. The HS710 is a foldable compact drone. It does have a fixed camera on there. That fixed camera, of course, does do 4K video with it. Now, with this, it is a 5G connectability. What does 5G mean? Well, 5G means you're going to have a lot longer of a distance of a flight. It means you can fly farther away than you would with other drones on the market out there. That's kind of cool. Now, this is a brushless motor style, so the brushless motors will last a lot longer, won't burn up quick, and you'll be able to do longer flights with this. Now, this also has built-in GPS. That built-in GPS means if you've gone too far, the drone is going to do what's called return to home. So signal loss, return to home. Low battery, return to home. If the battery starts getting low, it's going to return to where it took off from. Now, you also have a one-button return to home. It will actually return to home by just pressing that button as well. Now, this drone also does do what's called tap to fly. Tap to fly works with Google Maps inside the Ophelio app. Now, the Ophelio app will pull up Google Maps, and then you'll point your actual flight path, and it'll fly it for you. Now, I will warn you, it does not have object avoidance, so you do need to be careful with that. It could hit a tree, stick itself in a pole, hit a car, stuff like that. So do be careful with that part. Now, it also does follow me mode. The follow me mode will only work to a certain amount of speeds. Anything over, I believe it's like 20-something miles an hour, you could lose it and it will fly and drop down and so on. Now, with this one, it's about 249 grams, so it's actually quite light. It does come with 2 batteries. Each one of those batteries is going to give you about 25 minutes of flight on hand. This is a great little drone, does very, very well for you. It's easily to learn because of the app. The app lets you learn this drone quite quick. Here he goes, just flying it for the first time. Of course, he's a little shaky. That's just Nate, though. Go ahead and make fun of him. I do. Just like that. Just have fun. Now, here's some of the app settings. Down there, you see the Google Maps. Of course, you'll see somebody's trying to write him up there. Holystone makes some great drones, Ed. It's a really good, decent price point of a drone. Now, I will tell you, though, a lot of the Holystone drones do not have object avoidance. So that's the only thing you got to be careful with is no object avoidance. I had a few of them, and they all flown very, very well. Great battery life. The app is super user friendly. Next up is the Click and Play friction powered toy for the kiddo.
Hey guys, Nikita with Dragon Blogger here to show you the Click and Play Roller Truck Heavy Duty. It is a friction powered jumbo steamroller that's absolutely fantastic. Now, before I show you guys the friction powered action, what's really cool is, I'll bring it here. It's got different points of articulation for it. This thing can swivel in the front. You can also lift up the hood to see the insides, the inner mechanisms that this thing has. And it's cool. It's a really nice toy to have for little kids who are interested in construction work. But let me show you guys the way that the friction power works. So all you gotta do is give it like a decent size push, and it'll basically carry itself for the most part, as you can see.
He says push, slightly, he meant pull back.
But all you have to do is give it like a shove in one direction, and it'll basically go on its own. And I think that that's really cool because there's no battery power necessary, and it's just a fantastic little,
just a simple little toy for the kiddos or adults alike. I know Ed wants one of these. He wants to be driving this over everything. Next up, of course, is some storage. These are fabric boxes from Granny Says.
Hey everybody, Nikita with Dragon Blogger here to show you the Granny Says closet storage bins. These are fabric boxes with lids that you can use to basically store a whole bunch of other stuff. Now what I think is really cool is the boxes don't come like this. They actually come in like a flat stack, and it's really easy to assemble. As you can see, like it's very easy to refold the stuff back up, and it's the same with the actual body of the box. That was just the lid. All you have to do is pull this bottom part out, which is also flat, and then the box will just kind of fold up. And very easy to store. Like I said, everything kind of came stacked like this, and there's 3 of them, and it was just really easy to just, you just take this part, expand it out, go ahead and get your flat piece, lay it in, and then the box continues to hold its shape. And then once you do that, all you have to do is unfold the fabric top, put it on, and basically you are good to go. There's 3 of them. They're good for storing all sorts of things.
Simple little storage. Use it for anything. Clothes, paperwork, whatever you want. You got it. Use it. We'll show everyone this very cool Robo Vacuum up next. This is from Ybot. Now, this Ybot actually climbs walls and all of that other cool stuff in between. I'll show everyone this.
What's up, everyone? My name is Demetrius, and today we're going to be talking about this awesome pool vacuum made by yours truly, Ybot. So this version right here is going to be the Osprey 700 cordless robotic pool cleaner right here. It's going to have, like I said, cordless, triple motors. It's going to be extremely lightweight. You can clean up to 861 square feet. Runtime is 90 minutes. The charge time is going to be 2.5 hours. And of course, it can wall climb right there. So we're going to show you guys that later in the video of the wall climbs. So they have a quick guide of how to use it, but it's pretty simple. So you have the pool vacuum, the hook, which you're going to attach to a pole, and then you have the floating.
Now, of course, we can just talk about this. He's showing you everything that comes in this kit. Now, the cool part about this is this is going to clean a nice sized pool. You do get about 110 minutes of runtime. It's going to take, of course, about 2.5 hours to charge. Now, with this one climbs walls. Now, on top of that, it also has an app. The app's going to allow you to choose your cleaning path, which is ideal for pretty much all types of pools. You cross path, you can do a star path, you can do wall climbing paths, anything and everything in between with this. And that's actually really awesome to have with that. Now, with this, it's a massive 9200 milliamp battery, of course, with that. Now, this is the Ybot 700 Pro. He's just popping it over. He's showing you guys the gears, the sides, the buttons, and everything in between with this. Now, you also pop this open to see your cleaning bin. Now, this cleaning bin is actually one of the larger, more different designs than I've seen from some of the cool cleaners he's done. And I like that. It's got a little basket that is a little more accessible to clean. Now, the cool part about this is if we pop over, let me go back to the little farther, he's going to sync this in here. Not only does he sync this in here, he hops in here and records it with the underwater camera, and you're going to get a cool view of it actually climbing a wall. And that's the cool part about this. So you can actually see this climb that pool wall. And you also see another pool cleaner back there. He's probably recording a couple at the same time, but there it is climbing that pool wall. And that's cool to see because some of these don't do that. So to be able to see it climb that wall, fix its pattern, once it's to the right position, it's going to now go in the opposite direction once it knows it's on that right path. And there it is right there. And you can see it go back down and start going. Now, once you're done cleaning, of course, you'll be done. You'll take it out. You'll then empty that bin and throw it back in or recharge it. That's up to you. Great little cleaner right there. Great little option for everyone. Blush you. My wife just sneezed really, really loud. Next up is the Eureka Whirlwind Bagless Vacuum Cleaner.
Hey everyone, Nikita with Dragon Blogger here to show you guys the Eureka Whirlwind. Now this is an absolutely amazing bagless canister vacuum that is perfect for carpets and hard floors, which I will demonstrate on both. As you can see, this is the canister where the dirt and debris goes, and it's super easy to open up and empty out when you need to, and super easy to replace when you're ready to put it back in. Now these are the two buttons on the side, one that's going to retract the cord and one that's going to turn it on, and this is a nice little telescoping head that you will use to extend this head, which is what you'll use to basically go across the hardwood floors or the carpet. Now it's super easy to get set up. This is another attachment that it has on it, and this is the manual that it comes with it, but that's kind of boring, so let's show you guys the cool stuff. So I absolutely love the fact that you can pull the cord out and press a button and just simply have it retract, and again the button on the other side is what you use to actually turn the device on. Now as you can see, it's very easy to put the cord in, and remember that head attachment that I was showing you earlier that had like the bristles on the end?
I don't know why.
All you have to do is basically slide that up and then insert the telescoping head. And then once you do that, you can do the attachment to the actual vacuum head. Now, what's really cool to know is that once you clamp that on, the only way to get it off is to press that button. As you can see, it won't come off otherwise. Same with the telescoping head and the attachment at the end. Once you put it on and it snaps into place, the only way to get it off is to make sure you press that button so you unlock it. But otherwise, we'll just put it on and be ready to go. Now here I'm going to time-lapse some footage of me.
Now you're going to see him time-lapse some footage. He doesn't do that many paths, but you're going to see how much hair and debris it does pick up. Now he does have several animals, and that's why you're going to see that hair, because his animals do shed quite a bit. Now he's just doing this one slight little area, and now he's going to pull this debris bin off. You're going to see the amount of hair that's already in there. Now, of course, he did empty it out. Now he's back to vacuuming a different area. And you're going to see again that it's going to pick up all that pet debris and hair off of that carpet floor in his little kitchen area, which is actually kind of cool to be able to see that it works fundamentally that easily well. It's a great little piece, of course. So if you look in the Eureka Whirlwind Bagless. Now we're going to be moving over to the Astro AI. The Astro AI is a cool little piece. This is
What's going on, guys? Nathaniel with Dragon Blogger Tech and Entertainment, and today we're going to be taking a look at this 37-quart portable freezer refrigerator from Astro AI. Now I did test their larger version of this, which is basically the same thing, but just a bigger version. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at everything that this one comes with, even though I'm pretty sure it's going to be the exact same thing, just smaller. As you guys can see right up here on top, same sturdy build, and honestly this thing is just built like a Mack truck. Same sturdy handles that we had with the bigger version right here on the left, and the control panel is the same as well. The range on these machines is absolutely crazy to me. So as you guys can see, we can go from 68 degrees Fahrenheit all the way down to -4. So you guys can have things cooled, room temperature, or ice cold freezing. Same handle, and as you guys can see right there in the front, we do have that internal light, which is just a really nice feature that they added. And even though this is the smaller version, the 37 quart still holds a ton of stuff on the inside and just works really well. As you guys can see up here, we have our little extra storage container, and honestly this thing gets cold, maybe even a little bit colder than the one that I tried before, which is a bigger version. Maybe it's the same compressor with less space that it needs to cool, but tons of space on the inside. And honestly, these walls are just as thick as the other one. And as you guys can see right here, this has this environmental seal. So not only does this thing cool stuff, but also holds temperature really well. And honestly, my favorite feature about these portable freezers from Astro AI is the fact that you are able to run these from your 12-volt car outlet.
That's absolutely crazy to me. Astro AI absolutely outdid themselves with these portable freezers. So if you guys have been looking for a new portable freezer,
So right, that is your Astro AI portable freezer. Great for camping or other things in between. Keep your drinks cold, keep your food nice and well done. Now we have the last product of the day, and that is this very cool 70-pint dehumidifier, and I believe this is in the Nikita video. So you're gonna see this.
So here we have my AirJob absolutely amazing dehumidifier, and I'm going to basically show you guys how it works and how fantastic it is. So first off, we'll go up to the top here where we can see the panel and everything. So obviously this one gives the power, so if I press that, it's going to turn off. If I press it, it'll turn it back on. Right now I have it set to basement.
Now with this, you do have multiple settings: basement, sleeping area, living area, or continuous. Continuous means it's going to continuously work. Now when you use continuously, you're going to have to hook up this hose, and that's because it's going to continuously keep pulling the moisture out of the air. You will need to have that hose connected up to like a sub pump area, a drain area, a sink area, or anything in between. Now you do have a lock, so you can lock it. It does have a timer. I will tell you if the bucket is full, and you'll have to empty the bucket. If you use the continuous with the hose, you don't have to worry about the bucket at all. Now you do have 3 fan speeds: low, medium, and high, of course. It's a little weird the way they put it, low and high in the middle, but hey, that's the way they work with this one. Now, it does have a filter, and it does have a filter button. To clean out that filter, you will have to reset that button every time you clean that filter. Now, with it, it has this Mirage mode. The Mirage will show you guys the humidification level on the front and the top, so you can actually see where your humidity is at and the way it's working, if it's going higher or lower. Now, he has it in this other small room. Now, I will tell you, though, if you have this on in a highly moisturized area, you may need to empty it more than you think. They say, probably about 12 to 24 hour runtime before you need to empty the bucket in most places. Now, when I've tested out a few of these, I've noticed that if you have a really high moisture rate, you do need to empty it more. Now, the cool part is you don't have to worry about it, because if that bucket gets full, it does shut itself down and will not allow it to overfill itself so it doesn't spill out. Now, this is, of course, a 70-pint version, so you do have a good amount of liquid to be held on this. Great little piece, guys. If you're looking for something like that, definitely check that out. Now, like I said, that is the last product of the day on hand for this little deal stream. I want to thank everybody for being here, of course, because, hey, without you guys, I couldn't do what I enjoy doing, and that is having and showing products and doing products for you. Now, with that being said, I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their day. I'm going to hop off here. I'm going to actually eat something and then figure something out for the day. That's what I'm going to do. I want to thank you all for being here. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you guys have a great holiday weekend. Stay safe, everybody, and see you on the next. Hey, later, Ed. Thanks for popping in, buddy. I appreciate it, man. I'll talk to you later, Ed. Have a good one, buddy.